The final chapter of Rivalry Night unfolds as Souderton squares off against Pennridge. The Indians and the Rams, two programs with a rich history, clash in a game that never fails to deliver. Souderton's relentless pace meets Pennridge's physical dominance in a rivalry fueled by passion and pride. Every shift, every save, every goal carries weight, with both teams hungry to close the night with a statement win. This is how Rivalry Night ends, with fireworks on the ice and a legacy etched into the SHSHL record books. The battle starts now.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Hatfield Ice, here for this matchup between Souderton Big Red versus the defending state champion Pennridge Rams. This is a matchup to watch as these two teams get ready to go at it. These are two great teams, Ethan. How about you give us a little breakdown on tonight's game? We got a lot of notes here for this one.
Absolutely. This one is set to be a very good one, Dan, as I try to find my notes and just the mess.
Well, I can throw a stat in there while you're looking, but Pennridge is dominating offensively this season. They got 7.7 goals per game compared to Souderton's 6 per game. So these are two very high-scoring teams. It should be a really good matchup between the two, but it's going to be about Pennridge staying disciplined in this game. They got 10 minutes per game they usually get with penalty minutes, and that can give Souderton opportunities to capitalize on the power play. It's going to be one of the biggest points for them to really get critical to get ahead. And I think the key to victory, I wrote down 2 key to victories, one for Souderton, one for Pennridge. Souderton, you want to limit Dachowski's impact and capitalize on Pennridge's penalties. Pennridge, you want to use their offensive depth to overwhelm Souderton's defense and maintain discipline without unnecessary penalties. Pennridge has a much bigger roster than Souderton. Souderton has a small roster. If you can overwork this team, build on their energy, and make them tired, you can win.
Absolutely, Dan. I'll start with Souderton. It's been an up and down season, quite literally, for them. They've gone win, loss, win, loss, win, loss. And they are going to be without their leading scorer tonight, Maxwell Ryan. He is away from the team right now. He had 4 assists and 5 goals on his season, having a very strong start to the campaign. They've beaten the Chamonix and CB West. Strong win over CB West, but they have a loss to CB East and Lower Marion. It's a big game as they try to stay over 500.
Yes, some notable scratches here for Pennridge. Ryan Burke, Dean Venner, Evan Dickinson, and Nathan McKean. Can you tell us a little bit how that'll play into this game?
Absolutely. So for Pennridge, we look over to their season. They are a strong contender early in the season with the most, I worded it, the most dynamic duo in the SHSHL with Shane Dukowski and James Rogers. We get ready to go here.
Puck drop, and we are away here from Hatfield Ice as both teams get ready to get set in what is going to be a great matchup here on the Rally Sports Network. So don't go anywhere. Get the popcorn ready. Cuddle up on a couch. It's time for some Wednesday night hockey here on Thanksgiving Eve. And all season long, you can catch the Rally Sports Network. As here's Pennridge taking a shot. And just goes off the chest there of Souderton's goalie, Connor Polis. Now with the puck is rushed. Looking for the net. There's this one centering pass. No one's there. Now for Nikki. Takes a shot. Wrist shot. This one pops up in the air in front of the net. Dangerous positioning. And the Rams able to stop them there as now Dachowski brought down to the ground. A whistle blown. And a referee is going to call him for tripping. Both referees in this game is going to be Larry Warner and Shane Moran. Shane Moran making the call on that penalty.
And you're going to have to watch out for Shane Dukowski. Like I was saying before, the puck drop. Shane Dukowski and James Rush have a combined 34 points this season, Dan. It is almost unfair to have them on the same team along with Jacob Winton in the goal. He is the third lowest, goal allowed average in the SHSHL. It is a battle of absolute superpowers.
And now Souderton down a man. As in the box for them is going to be number 11, Nicholas Smith. And three notable scratches is Patrick Callahan, Drew Savras, and most notably Maxwell Ryan. They're one of their leading goal scorers. He's got 3 goals on the season, and he is the second most point scorer on the team. So having him out is a big deal for this team.
Going to test the depth of this roster for sure.
Yeah, especially since you only have 10 players on this roster right now. 10 players to go against Pennridge's state champion team. This puck sent up and out of play. Yeah, it's really going to come down to wearing out this team. Pennridge doesn't have the depth like too big as most some teams have, but they still have one that could make a difference against a Souderton team.
Exactly, and like you said, Pennridge, they're a very good team in Souderton. I know you're shorthanded, and I know if you lose this game, it's not the end of the world, but you're 2-2. You need to stay over 500. This is a huge game early in the season for a team that we know is talented, but they need to start winning these games. They're 2-2 and lost a game of probably they should have won against CBs, we just saw play earlier.
And now here we go. Face-off looming.
They've
on the near side.
They've gone win-loss, win-loss, win. Win-loss, win-loss. So if they are to keep up that pattern, they should win today for what it's worth.
The puck being moved around. Top of the ice. Dishes it out. Pass to the corner. Cacuino. Rams moving this one around. Look to take a shot. Thinks about it. Sends it. And this one saved. Goes off of the goalie's stick. Good stick save. Stick save. Tripped up my wording there. This one tried to pull it up and into the back of the net, but goalie able to make a great save. Tapped the post there like he was fanking it. And this one just gets in the back of the net. He scores! Wow. It's waiting for the signal from the referee. But Pennridge on the power play, score and get ahead. Wow.
I mean, he seemingly just lost the puck there. No one really knew what was going on. Horn started blasting. People were confused, and see, they're talking with the officials right now. A very confusing goal, but that's Souderton. Like you said, you're shorthanded. You're under 500 if you lose this game. This is one that they need badly, and that is not the start that they needed.
Now that I think about it, back when the goalie tapped on the back of the post, what it looked like he was like thanking it, he might have been pressing it in to try to keep it there, and I think that might have been the issue. That's what he was trying to appeal that the net might have been moved. But goal scored. Either way, there's no returning it.
Replay that we do up here.
Check on the boards, and the Rams scrambling back into their own end. That is a pass, top of the ice. Over to Cutting. Now moving this one around. Solid check there. Makes puck go loose. And with the puck now, here are the Rams on the far side. They bring this one up and just clear it way into Pennridge territory. Now both teams scrambling to get to the puck. Racing over to it, but out of his reach there for Stoop. And now it's puck. Nicholas Young. 2 points on the season for him. And 3 games played. Pennridge has only played 3 games this season. Some players getting their first varsity start this season. I know one of them is Braden Stoop. And his first game here. It's a varsity starter this season.
Next man up mentality for Souderton.
This one shot past the helmet of goalie Jacob Winton.
One of the best in the business.
Yeah, 1.95 goals allowed in 3 games. He's had 93 saves on the season. Had himself a good season so far.
They're
racing through his shawl. looking to take a shot, but he moves her up and around the back of the net, sends a centering pass, and caught in traffic. As making a good stop there was number 4 for Souderton, Luca Ferretti. Rams moving this one around. Solid check there on number 5, Cameron Fairweather.
Cameron Fairweather tied for second in the league in power play goals. We'll see if that comes into play tonight.
Yeah, it's got to be about the Rams staying disciplined. We said that about the Rams in pregame, but apparently the first team to get a penalty is going to be Souderton, and they let up the power play goal on that one. Now they just got to get the Pennridge Rams to play on discipline. And some whistles blow as interference is called. And just as we say it, Pennridge Rams are heading to the box.
Here you go.
That's going to be number, I want to say 95. Yeah, it's going to be number 95, James Rush, for a 2-minute minor interference.
And Souderton knows they got to make this game about themselves. Not about what they don't have, but what about they do. And here's a big opportunity. You've got your power play goal. You got the second best guy on power plays in terms of scoring in the league. You got Cameron Fairweather. Team spreads the puck out very nicely. This is where you have to capitalize. Get yourselves back in this game. It's how huge it would be just to be able to hang in there for as long as they need to with a team of Pennridge's stature.
Skating around with the puck. He crosses into the neutral zone and sends this one past the blue line up and into Rams territory for the whistle. Icing is the call.
Like we said, we know this is a good team for Souderton, but you got to start winning these games. There's a loss here is going to be a critical one. They cannot fall down to 2-3. We know they're good, but they've got to start winning these games, and it's not getting any easier with a team like Pennridge. And Pennridge, they know how good they are. They just need to play their version of hockey, and that is what they've done early in this game. But they're looking to defend this power play well, hopefully clear it, extend that lead. Its momentum is so big in these games, as we've seen on our triple header.
Shot there by Souderton's number 11. And he's met with a check afterwards. That was Nicholas Smith with a shot, but saved by number 16, Jacob Winton.
Good glove by him there. He's, like you mentioned, just a phenomenal goalie. And like we've seen in our triple header today, this game could very well come down to the play of one of these goalies.
Yes, Souderton lets up 4 goals allowed per game, and that they cannot let happen with this Pennridge offense being as explosive as they are this season.
Minute 24 left on the power play. Souderton trying to create opportunities to tie this game up.
Yeah, definitely. They really need to capitalize on the opportunity here. They have a good power play unit. And they move this one around.
You saw what CB South did earlier. They just hung in there. They never refused to die, and then they got that last goal. Like we said, that was the one that was going to come down to in overtime. 3-on-3 hockey. They just hung in there and hung in there and hung in there, and they finally struck in overtime to take the lead and get that game. That is what Souderton's going to have to do here, especially shorthanded like they are.
Shoves him out of the way. A good solid check. No one there to pass to, so he holds on to it. He's in the corner, takes a shot, met up in traffic and stayed on the near side, pushed it around, and a fight for the puck ensues on the boards. And here we go, an opportunity. He might have an opportunity to take a shot, takes a backhanded shot, and nowhere to go for that one. Whistle blown.
You've got a couple more opportunities for Souderton as the clock ticks down. There are 26 seconds left on the kill for Pennridge. They've done a great job killing it so far. Their defense, one of the staples of their team, and it has looked strong so far. They're going to need that to continue, not just throughout this game, but obviously throughout the season. We saw for CB West, defense played a huge role in that collapse in the third period.
Puck now on the near side. Both teams fighting around with it. This one rolling around and holding it by the blue line. Takes a shot. Gets caught up in traffic. Hits the bodies. And Pennridge swabbing around at this one. And here we go. A big opportunity to them. 3-on-1. Passes it over. And not able to keep control of it. Costly there. But power play now over. Embert out of the box.
Huge missed opportunity for Big Red.
Holding the puck near side. They dish this one up. Dinsmore with the puck. Passes to Kelly. Kelly loses possession, and Fairweather's there. Kelly with the puck. Far side, takes a shot. Away from the goalie and out of play. 9 minutes and 21 seconds left to go in this first period of hockey.
Not many great opportunities outside of the goal for Pennridge, but they are controlling the shots on goal 9-5 here early, which is a common theme we've seen out of the winning teams, obviously. Except, really, the one exception being our first game, North Penn versus CB South. North Penn dominated that one. They ended up losing that game. Pennridge, obviously, they're a team that loves to shoot, the great scoring team. Just shooters all around, similar to the teams we've seen earlier today.
Pennridge Rams with it. Near side. Fighting around by the Souderton benches. A very empty bench, that is. And racing through is the Big Red. Takes a shot, and this one just stays out. Very close there off the shot from number 11, Nicholas Smith. Puck now is Luca Ferretti. Dishes it out. Over to Smith. Smith crossing the blue line. Looks to send a shot off and met by a poke check. It goes nowhere. Kelly passes it over, and this one is lost and frozen by the goalie.
Dan,
Souderton's number 22, Connor Polis.
Sorry to cut you off. I think the biggest name to watch tonight for Pennridge, Shane Dokowski. He has 20 points on the season, 11 goals and 9 assists. I had that him and Jackson Accardi would be racing for the SHSHL MVP if there was an award. They have been phenomenal, and obviously it's just only a matter of time before he lights the lamp tonight.
Definitely, this one goes up the middle of the ice. And taking it now are the Rams. The Rams trying to go back on offense after the puck getting away from them. And this one goes way into Souderton territory and blown for a whistle. Icing and a face-off coming in Pennridge territory. Pennridge Rams, state champions last season. They lost in the SHSHL finals to Council Rock South, but they got their revenge in the Flyers Cup when they won it.
What a program South's got going.
What a program Pennridge has going.
Yeah, two just fantastic programs, and they will definitely meet again sometime in the playoffs this season.
Yeah, we're expected to be covering them on the Rally Sports Network later this season for their game at Hatfield. I believe that's January, first week of January. I know it's sometime in that first 10 days that they play each other. I don't have the specific date, but it is Pennridge versus Council Rock South. That is a game to watch here on the Rally Sports Network.
I mean, that is your, Chiefs versus Bills, as we saw recently in the NFL. That is these two teams. It could very well come down to those two when we crown a champion here at the end of the season. That is going to be a must-watch game. As you have your other contenders in the league, but so far none of them have proven to be, you give them the benefit of the doubt because they are your two reigning champions in the SHSHL and Flyers Cup, respectively.
Trying to get a shot off here is Rachowski. Moving it around, looking for a centering pass. He has it in front of the net, but poked away. And stops a dangerous opportunity. Slapped away, and a great play there by number 28 for Souderton. That is Julia Kaminsky. Near side. With the puck is Bishop. Bishop dishes this one out, and it goes into the neutral zone. They're going to have to regroup. Young with the puck. Moving it around. Racing through the near side. Here comes Dachowski. And looking to take the shot. Goes off his thigh of the goalie.
Great offense, just better defense.
Bishop sends this one up. And the puck near side. Clearing it there is number 18, Jackson Kelly. Dachowski trying to get a hold of it, but it just gets away from now in the stick of Cameron Fairweather. Takes a shot, and that one goes off the chest there of goalie Jacob Winton.
Not going to be easy to get pucks past him tonight.
Holding the puck. And near side is number 44. Pearson Egan. This puck dished out. Near side corner. Pennridge have been in control of this game so far.
Absolutely. They're playing their style of hockey. And you saw the defensive lapse earlier for Souderton. You have to wonder if that would have been different with Maxwell Ryan. But you can't get in that headspace for Souderton. Like you said, you got to make this about you. You can't make this about what you don't have, and you got to make it about what you do have. A huge game early in the season.
Yeah, definitely. It's going to really be about Souderton finding their voice on offense. And so far, they've been silent.
Absolutely. And you know Pennridge and you know Council Rock South. Those are the top two teams in the league, you could say, arguably, just based off reputation. And I'd say Souderton is just under that level. We know that they're a very talented team, but they just haven't gotten it going yet this season. And falling under 500 would be costly, but getting a statement win over Pennridge earlier in the year while shorthanded could be critical.
The puck now, middle of the ice. Young's there and sends it away. They get a line change here for Pennridge. Takes a shot, this one high. Able to scoop it right into his glove there was Jacob Winson.
Shots on goal relatively even here early. 11 for Pennridge, 10 for Souderton. But the difference is that Jacob Winson making great stops in the net so far. Each team with a great goalie. Just like we said, it's these matter of millimeters that will decide these games between two talented teams like this.
Gunning with the puck. Just lets it get away. Gunning with 2 points on the season from assists. Offensive threat. This one sent to the middle and popped up into the air. Good control of the puck here so far for Pennridge. They have really just kept the pressure on Souderton, and that's exactly what you want to do if going in this game plan. You want to wear this team out. They don't have many lines, and it's going to be long, tiring lines for both teams. So you just got to keep the pressure on, keep it moving, and keep their energy low.
Especially for these defensemen, as they're missing 2 of them.
Yeah, only 10 skaters for Souderton in this game. This one shot on. Bounces off the pads there.
Well, representation of students behind the Souderton goalie.
Yeah, fans definitely showed out here for Souderton.
I believe that is Souderton fans.
Yeah, I see a Souderton t-shirt. So I would have to guess. I don't think the Souderton and Pennridge fans would mix well. Dachowski. Puck drop is away. This one pressed right into the boards. Moves towards the middle of the ice. Just misses him. Trying to get the pass from Garber to Bishop.
They're trying to eliminate him early. You need to we can't let Dachowski beat you, or James Rush for that matter.
They keep the puck here. Set shot and scores! Pennridge take a 2-0 lead off a great slap shot there from number 35, James Rush. You've been warning us all night, Ethan.
Yeah, I told you, this is the most dynamic duo in the SHSHL, and James Rush, 95 there, gets his first of the night. Like we said, it was a matter of time, and he finally gets one in the net with 3 minutes left in the game. And Pennridge just playing their methodical version of hockey. They are in control here early. Souderton, we're just waiting for a sign of life.
The near side now. Pennridge just dishes this one up. Rolling on the far side. Goes down. Both teams fighting for possession.
His 8th goal on the season.
Shot sent on. Book check. And Souderton goes to clear. It's successful. Sent into the skate there of number 19, Garber. Some tripping. Each of these players trying to keep a hold of the puck, and a shot hit Dachowski's leg. You don't see that quite often.
I believe that'll be hooking.
Penalty called, I believe. That's
whoa.
And some extracurricular activities.
It is not often you see a guy shove a goalie. That is That is certainly a decision. That is.
Yeah, that is a way to get on the bad side of a team very, very quickly.
I mean, you want to make a team.
Heading to the box, it's going to be number 11. The captain is heading to the box, Nicholas Smith. It's going to be a 2-minute minor. And that is not what you need here if you're Souderton, to have your captain go to the box.
Absolutely. They're just letting the emotions get to them early. They cannot afford to go down 3-0.
Yeah, 3-0, it would be a tough thing to do.
Largest comeback we've seen today is 3-1. So 2 points still in range, obviously, especially for a team like Souderton. We know they're good, but they've got to kill this penalty.
Only in the first period. We have 2 minutes to go. Pennridge already up 2-0. And they have really controlled the puck well. Their possession time has been amazing.
All active skaters for Souderton do not have a registered shorthanded goal. Maxwell Ryan does have one, but obviously he's out for today.
Young with the puck. Dishes it back out far side. Tries to get it across the middle. And taking this one is Fairweather. He's got speed. Racing around, trying to get past the defenseman. Centering pass, and this one out the way. I don't even know how that got out. We'll have to look at the replay, Ethan, if you can check that out.
Yeah, I'll take a look. That was incredible.
I have no clue how that puck got out of the way of the net. So pushing and shoving now after the play.
I mean, I'm lost for
tempers
words.
are flaring.
Taking a look at the replay now. So he centers it.
So they're going to play some Folsom Prison Blues, as heading to the box is Tchaikovsky for cross-checking.
So it's now a 4-on-4. It just doesn't look like, looking at the replay, it doesn't look like he ever received the puck. It looks like it went right past him. I don't know if you could see it.
And now a minute of 4-on-4 hockey.
But that was a fantastic.
Followed up by a minute of Pennridge power play. Or sorry, Souderton power play.
Yeah, that was a fantastic pass from Fairweather. I just don't think he saw it. He looks down, there was nothing there for him.
Puck near side, taking a shot. Goes off and stays out. As laying down on it there was Jacob Winson. Able to make a great save to continue the shutout.
He is, like we said, been great all season long. One of the best in the business for sure, and he is showing them tonight. It is not. We've seen a lot of good goalies tonight, and it is not going to be easy to get anything past him.
Pennridge with the puck. Moving this one past the blue line. 4-on-4. There's more room to move. You got a lot more space. Some time to build opportunity if you can get possession of the puck. They dish this one out to Young. Keeps it himself, skating through. Past the blue line. He's got two defensemen in front of him. Continues to hold it himself. And finally checked into the boards. Ember awaiting a pass in the corner. It's scrum for the puck on a near side benches.
2 seconds left of 4-on-4 hockey. We are now in a Souderton power play.
Souderton power play looming. The captain back on the ice. Number 11. Nicholas Smith. And here comes Souderton on the power play. It's a 3-on-2. They got an opportunity to score. Sends a shot. Goes off the body there. And his stick caught up with him.
Yeah,
that's going to be a penalty.
Didn't look intentional there. It just looked like he tripped up and almost fell on his stick. But the referee, I could see that from up here. That's as clear as day. Now Souderton going to have a 5-on-3 for a little bit. This is a massive opportunity to finally get back in this game. And they need to score here. It obviously won't be easy with Jacob Winton in the net, but you've got to get one here.
5-on-3.
This is as good as of an opportunity.
You got 42 seconds of a 5-on-3. And then they have 1 minute and 28 seconds of... Sorry, 1 minute and 18 seconds of a 5-on-4.
This is as good of an opportunity for any team we've seen all day on the triple header. You have to have this one. If you can't have this one, I know he's a good goalie, but you got to have this one. If you can't get this one, it is going to be a long, long night for Souderton Big Red.
Pennridge in control. If they could score here, they still get the next power play. They got to do it quick. Jossie's just going to try to press this one up on the boards and kill time as that one ends. Period number 1 will come back with some 5-on-4 So 5-on-3 hockey. So stay tuned. Don't go anywhere here on the Rally Sports Network. As we finish our karaoke session up here, they're playing Sweet Caroline.
So good. My bad.
We get ready for hockey to resume here on the Rally Sports Network. 5-on-3. Souderton really need to capitalize on this opportunity. 30 seconds to go left on the 5-on-3. Then following that, they'll have a minute and 18 seconds to go on a power play. This one banks off the boards. They got to regroup back in the neutral zone and get ready to cross. Here comes Smith, skating around, showing off some clean skating, and sends this one middle of the ice. And a whistle's blow. 7 seconds to go in 5-on-3. They really need to capitalize here.
Unlike Sweet Carolina, the Souderton power play has not looked so good. They need to get something in here.
Ooh, I like that.
7 seconds
That was good.
on the 5-on-3. They've got another minute of a power play after that. They need something to bounce their way.
5-on-3 now over. Tchaikovsky back out onto the ice. Fairweather takes this one, takes a shot, he's playing close, and net shot loose. Shaw says the pressure started getting heavy. The net collapsed.
Yeah, just an unlucky bounce for Souderton there, and it looks like we saw the Souderton goalie tap on that thing earlier. It looks like that one's just a little bit loose, but just really unfortunate timing there for Souderton. They, like you said, the pressure just started to come on for them, and then the net simply draws loose.
And the Pennridge Rams now with only a minute and 6 seconds left on their penalty. Their power play killers have been clutch so far.
We've seen a lot of good kills all day long, but Pennridge especially, they are doing a great job killing this 5-on-3. Now down to just a regular power play for another minute.
Souderton near side. Lets this one get past him. Tchaikovsky flips this one up. And now towards the blue line. Gets ready to poke check.
Oh.
Solid check down to the ice. And Tchaikovsky is a threat out there on the ice. He has been so good this season. The captain with it, Smith, looks to take a shot, sends it, and just goes off the goalie's glove. Tendy able to keep that one out.
Good shots, but they're just not getting past the goalie, and that has been the story of many of these games we've called so far.
100%. Tchaikovsky now with the puck. Ditches this one up. Near side. Racing around hit with it is Nicholas Smith. Moves this one up. Tchaikovsky gets ready to pass this one over. Young with the puck.
Power play is over.
Fairweather sends a pass over to Smith. That is not what you want to do on the power play if you're Souderton.
Absolutely not. That couldn't have gone much worse for them. They had a 5-on-3, just about 2.5, 3 minutes of a man advantage. They couldn't get anything going with it. A huge statement early in this game for Pennridge, but Souderton just looking for something to bounce their way so far in this game. How about Jacob Winton? 17 saves on as many shots. He has looked as strong as ever. Looking to pitch his second shutout of the season. He did shut out Council Rock North in a strong 10-0 win for Pennridge, and he's looking to do it again here on the Rally Sports Network.
Now, something I haven't mentioned all broadcast.
Okay.
I'm loving the tie, Ethan.
Thank you.
That is an interesting tie to it.
You don't like? Are you saying? What do you mean?
That's good.
You like it?
Yeah.
Haven't worn this thing in I think a year. Since I think we last broadcast here at Hatfield.
I told Ethan we were going to be on camera, and he dressed his best. I got to give it to you, Ethan. Good job.
Watched Jason Tatum's How to Tie a Tie. He came in clutch for me today.
Jason Tatum's famous video.
Shout out to
Famous
Jason
tie
Tatum.
enthusiast. We get a shout out to Jason Tatum on this broadcast. I'm sure he's watching.
I'm sure he is.
He loves Thanksgiving
Well,
Eve
upload it to
SHSHL hockey.
TikTok, we'll add him. We'll add Jason Tatum.
And what a good one it was. Joey
Wow.
just launches this one and puts it right above the right pad of goalie not Andrew Norton.
Nah,
Right over the goalie. Connor Polis. And that was clean shot by Kelly.
And Pennridge, they're not doing anything special. They're just taking what they're giving to them. You had a 5-on-3 for as long as it did for Souderton. You can't get it, and Pennridge gets right back to their brand of hockey. They put one in the net. They are burying them alive. Like we said, still looking for a sign of life out of Souderton.
That was as clean as a Jason Tatum three-pointer, I gotta say. This one near side. Here comes Fairweather. Looking to take a shot. This one pops up. A little bit of a pop fly right up and over the net.
Souderton's offense as productive as Jason Tatum in the Olympics. Had to sneak that one in there.
Fairweather ditches this over. With it now is number 4. Well, no longer with it now. Well, it's Lucas Reddy. But here comes Ambert. Takes a shot up and into the glass. Made a few people duck.
Huge missed opportunity. That was a 1-on-1.
You got to capitalize on that. But hey, they got the cushion to make mistakes.
Yeah.
3-0 lead. And what has been it seems as if that Pennridge has really been in control of this game. Would it seem like they've had a lot of possession time and they've really controlled the momentum of this game, the speed of this game, and really everything else. It is almost tied in shots on goal. This one launched up and into the netting. 18 shots on goal for Pennridge, 17 for Souderton. That is crazy.
Absolutely. They're not dominating you on the shots on goal. They're not even dominating you physically. They're just playing their brand of hockey. If you were the head coach, you couldn't have scripted a better start. It's been fantastic for Pennridge. They're just doing what they need to do, getting the puck into the hands of their stars, and Jacob Winton just doing what they know he can do there in the net. He's having a great game. He's in control, and they're doing whatever they want. Souderton not exactly being beat in one specific area. They're just behind everywhere.
Puck near side now. Souderton keeping control of it. Looking to pass this one up. Now to the corner. Takes a shot. Oh my goodness. I don't know how he made that save.
Oh my.
From my point of view, that was dead on into the net. But what a save that was. Hats off to Jacob Winton.
I mean, we knew he was good, but Jesus, that is incredible.
Jacob Winton there. Able to make a great stop.
Looking at it on the replay now, that is just unbelievable. He did a 360.
With the puck. Sends it over to Shaw. Moving around if it is Gunning. Back to Shaw. Shaw with it. Has an opportunity to shoot. And this one just stopped in front of the net. Keeps it out there. And a solid save out of Connor Paulus.
Goalie's going blow for blow right now, and good saves.
Definitely. 19 shots on goal for Pennridge, 18 for Souderton. And this puck is finally frozen by Connor Bolus. Souderton just trying to find life in this game so far.
And Pennridge, this is going to be an interesting test of how good they actually are. They have one loss on the season, and it was a 5-4 loss to CB South. We saw it play earlier. So, very interesting to see where they shake out. Obviously, you're defending Flyers Cup champions, and you're, correct me if I'm wrong, Dan, I believe they were the runner-ups for the SHSHL?
Yeah, they were the runners-up for the SHSHL Pennridge, but then they went on to win the state championship. So,
And obviously with high school.
winning the SHSHL is cool, but I'll take state champions over that.
And once again, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, in that SHSA, or the Flyers Cup, they knocked out South. Was that in the championship?
Yeah, they played them in the championship.
In the championship.
The SHSHL is a very stacked league.
They are. This is an incredible league with some incredible hockey. We've seen some incredible hockey tonight.
And if you like watching SHSHL content, we are the home of the SHSHL. You can catch a lot of the games this season live on the Rally Sports Network. We're airing all of them, and it will be great this season. Now, not to mention, you also have on the Rally Sports Network our Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok, where you can find out what games we'll be calling. We'll let you know ahead of time, so you can tune in and see your favorite games.
And Pennridge is being forced to make a goalie switch in the meantime. Jacob Winton lost a pad. I don't know if it got on time. I don't really know what happened, but Andrew Slutsky, who has not recorded any minutes so far this season.
Yeah, so, it looked like his pad came out. So
and you got to strike right here, right now. You don't know who this kid is. You don't know how good or bad he is. You've got to go after him. He does not have a registered minute so far in the season. This is where you attack. So obviously, it's only a matter of time before Winton comes out of the locker room with whatever he's missing.
Yeah, Andrew Slutsky. It looked like the string of his goalie pads came loose.
An equipment manager was just walking off one of his pads. He's never seen a goalie without the pad on the ice. It was a very interesting scene.
Yeah, I saw my cousin walk over and go into the...
That was your cousin?
Yeah, go in there and check. Huh. Looked like he was asking if he needed a string or anything. I know my cousin plays goalie.
Oh,
that's why I think he went over. He was like, hey, what you need?
Some pushing and shoving here at the Souderton end of things. Didn't know your cousin was going to be walking onto the ice like that.
No, he wasn't the equipment manager. He walked in afterwards and went to go check on him. I was like, hey.
Watching that locker room door very closely, and people do appear to be shuffling in and out of it as they want to get that guy back in as soon as possible. But Souderton, you have got to get out of your own territory. I mean, this is one of the best opportunities you'll have all night. It's a backup goalie. Obviously, we don't know how good or bad he is.
Yeah, he hasn't even warmed up. He hasn't seen a shot.
No, he hasn't seen a shot in an actual game all season long. He's one of the few teams that has only had one goalie take the ice. You know, just doing research for these teams, Pennridge is one of the few to have only played Jacob Winton. They have so much faith in him, and now I believe Souderton is even on the power play. I didn't catch the penalty. I believe it might have been for the hands that a couple of swings were exchanged on the net. Didn't seem anything major.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I know it was a minor penalty, though. Number 22 heading to the box. That's going to be Shane Dachowski. That's his second penalty this game.
So here you go.
And Souderton now with a power play and a basically rookie goalie in the net.
You got to strike here. If you can't strike here, it's going to be a long night.
Souderton with the puck, heading into the neutral zone. He needs to pass this one off and hits the skates there. You got to get that one off sooner. He saw the two defensemen collapsing in on him quick. And here comes Souderton now racing away with it. He's got support. Here comes Nicholas Smith, the captain, trying to keep a hold of it, and he is met by some defensemen.
That was some aggressive defense. Crowd's loving it. There's a large section of Souderton fans behind the net of Pennridge.
Popped up and into the air. Comes down. And now moving around here, Smith trying to keep it past the blue line. Rolling up and around. Now on the far side. With it is Fairweather. Fairweather looks, shoots, and just goes off the skate of, believe that might have been DeQuino.
Some frustration from the Souderton player slamming the stick as he heads onto the bench there.
Yeah, and now you got to look over and see Jacob
Pennridge,
Winton is out of the locker room and ready to head back in. So Souderton really needs to capitalize on this opportunity. Rookie Tendy in the net, and they have yet to get a shot off on him. 30 seconds left to go with this power play, and not a single shot. They haven't had a shot since Winton left the net.
Winton just standing in the crowd with the fans right now.
Well, he's not allowed to enter onto the ice until the whistle is blown.
Mm-hmm. You debate using a timeout if you're Pennridge here, but I don't think you do. I think you put trust in your guy.
Yeah, definitely. They haven't been able to find any offensive pressure, but now here they come, looking to take a shot, and he is met by the defense and absolutely stopped in his tracks. That ends the power play. And back out on the ice is Tchaikovsky. Takes a shot. This one stopped in traffic once again. This defense has been like a brick wall as they keep holding the shutout. 8 minutes and 44 seconds left to go. Winton still hanging out in the crowd.
I don't think Slutsky had to see a single shot.
And send him back in. Winton back out onto the ice.
That is incredible. I don't think Slutsky had to save a single shot.
No, he just had to stand there and look pretty.
I mean, Jacob Winton was all but striking the conversation in the crowd, passing out his number, but that was just Souderton, like we said, if you were going to capitalize, it had to be there with the, like you said, essentially rookie goalie in there. They just couldn't do it. I mean, this Souderton offense has looked dead so far through just about a period and a half.
Looking to take a shot there, and that one is caught by the goalie. And this Souderton offense has just gone silent in the past few minutes. It is no shots. Even on a power play, they weren't even able to get a single shot off.
Very uncharacteristic for their offense. They've put up 14 against CB West not too long ago, and obviously, CB West not a great start to their season, but they have the firepower. They just have yet to showcase it, and especially with the backup goalie in there, I think you got to give some credit to Pennridge's defense.
I may be wrong. My memory may be wronging me, but I believe they have not taken a shot in the second period. I believe we ended the first period with 18 shots on goal.
It was
for Souderton.
Close to there. It might have been 17. I'm not sure.
No, I think I'm confident that it was 18. So that just means Souderton has not taken a single shot in, what is it now? 9 minutes of hockey.
I'm also confident that wronging is not a word, but regardless.
Wronging's got to be a word.
Wronging, I think it's just failing me. Regardless.
No. Wronging's got to be a word.
We're doing this?
I'm looking it up.
Well, anything's a word, but I don't think you're supposed. I'm going to ask my English teacher.
I'm looking it up right now. We don't need no English teacher.
Miss Deanne, if you're listening, I'm going to see you. I did not get to see you this week. I was sick.
It is a verb, a present participle. Wronging.
Dude, I got a test up.
Act unjustly or dishonestly towards. Boom, Ethan.
Okay. I never claimed I was good at English. Or French, for that matter.
I never took a foreign language class in all my years of high school. And now I'm graduated, so who needed them?
You know what?
I'll probably have to take them.
Maybe you shouldn't admit that on it.
Takes the shot now. It stays out. Winton with the save. He had the opportunity. It was one-on-one with the goalie. And Winton able to continue holding the shutout. Souderton finally back on their offensive fire with some offensive firepower as they look to hold that, but it's seemingly coming to an end. Holding it, takes a shot. This one popped up and into the air. And free souvenir for a fan. Came down and hit a fan in the head, actually. And that is why you don't put your head under the netting.
No, you got to be a little bit smarter than that out there. But it's cool, seeing all this student representation. Very fun atmosphere. Although, ironically, I think the game we saw the most for would be East versus West for your Central Bucks.
With the puck now, Souderton steps up to make the pass, trying to move towards the middle of the ice, centering pass, and this one is going to be frozen.
Well, there's your shot on goal, like we saw at Fairweather, with a fantastic opportunity. And it's great offense, but as we've seen with Jacob Winton this entire time, just better defense. I mean, he is in his bag tonight, Dan. It doesn't look like anything can get past him. Souderton already shorthanded. It is going to be a struggle to get pucks past, and they've yet to do it. And he is just in his zone. And that's one of those opportunities where you wish he could have gotten something like that when Slutsky was in the net. But just the Pennridge defense has been unrelenting.
Yep. It is 6 minutes and 53 seconds left to go in the second period. Just over halfway in the game. And they are holding this shutout strong. This would be big for this Pennridge team. Trying to stand in front of it. Looks to pass this one up. Sent over to Bishop. Bishop with the puck. Moving near side. Sends this one. Trying to get a centering pass off. And defense able to stop that opportunity. Two defensemen closing in. Tries to get the pass off towards the middle of the ice. Doesn't connect with them. And Matthew Cross with it now. Skating through near side. Right by the Pennridge benches. And banks this one off and away into Pennridge territory. Icing is the call.
Just a struggle in this second period for Souderton. It has been rough to watch. Just the body language, you saw that. I think we first pointed that out with CBS and CB East, the body language. And the body language for Souderton, they're just outmatched right now. It's nothing specific that they're doing. Pennridge has just been faster. The goalie has been better. The defense has been fantastic for the Pennridge Rams. They're just getting outmatched right now. And in other words, saying, outclassed two different teams without, Maxwell Ryan, you could say, but they're just thoroughly outclassed by Pennridge right now. Not to sound like a broken record, but it has been rough.
Yeah, definitely. They're going to want to look to bounce back, especially heading into the third period of hockey, but they still got 5 minutes to play here. And building an opportunity they have now, sends a shot by Cross, and this one stays out. Some words being said after the play there.
I mean, their offense has come alive in terms of shots on goal recently, but Winton has just been a brick wall in the net. It's like that Geico commercial where they put the seal in the net, just can't get anything past him. I mean, he has been incredible.
Wait, what's the animal they put in the net?
What you say?
What was the animal? The seal?
The Geico commercial where they put the seal
Yeah.
throwing fish at him.
They sent pucks out of me. I can't score with the seal.
Yeah. They're telling me he can't fall asleep.
Sends this one over. Now on the near side. I think there's a rule like that in the NHL that you can't have a steal play on a team.
I think that's got to be in the rule book somewhere.
I don't know. If it's not written, then why not?
If it's not written, I think someone should try it.
I wonder if it's in the SHSHL rulebook.
But
no, he's got to be enrolled in school.
The
gotta enroll the seal.
Try it. Then they'll put him on the long-term injured reserve list.
No, the steal. He's probably got to pass the SATs. Sends this one over, trying to make a shot, and this one just stays out. Now it's close.
I think he lost eyes on the puck there. You saw him looking around towards the end. Dangerous.
Yeah, he was just hoping that puck was under him.
Line changes for Souderton, like you mentioned, so short-handed, and there's got to be getting exhausted, these players, especially not only just a small roster as is, but obviously you're down with some players who are injured, some players who are away from the team right now. Just not great. Not great.
With the puck now by the Dots. Looking to move this one over. And tries to get a shot off, but poked away. And pressed up there against the netting. Stays out.
Seeing longer, Pennridge, they're just playing, traditional, I don't want to say basic hockey, but that's what they're doing. They're just war of attrition. They know.
Keep it simple.
Yes. They're not doing anything fancy. They know Souderton's short-handed. They're just doing exactly what you would have scripted up if you're the head coach of the Pennridge Rams. It has been a clinic.
This is the final game of our triple header here on the Rally Sports Network. It has been quite the night. Make sure you go check out the other games. Oh, this one's still alive. I thought they would blow the whistle. I thought it was frozen.
Everyone stopped.
Referees just kind of looked at him like, what are you guys doing? We're still playing hockey, right? Near side is the puck. Souderton racing with it. Pennridge holding on to it. Passes it up. Now skating through the middle of the ice.
Whoa.
Pass through and a check there. That's what you risk going through the middle of the ice like that.
Souderton just trying to infuse some life into the team, let it fire onto the team's stomachs.
And the Rams, there's just one, banked. Tried to get it to Howard, but Souderton gained possession now. This one dished right back into their own end. Tries to get the pass off, but Young able to keep a hold of it. Kelly with the puck. Kicked it away.
Oh.
Sends him into the boards. And Winton once again with a save.
I like the aggressiveness from Souderton. You know, laying a guy out across the ice, you don't exactly condone it, but you got to get this team going. I mean, they have just looked lifeless. They're just about, 30 minutes of hockey, and they have looked lifeless. They've got just about 20 minutes left. They have got to get something going. Like we said, we've seen comebacks today. We saw CD South to open up the triple header, but you need to get something going. Got to get at least one past Jacob Winton to start. And
Fairweather in front of the net there with the shot. Saved.
Mr. Automatic Jacob Winton. I mean, he has just been fantastic tonight. I mean, if you were to give out an MVP of this game, he would be taking it by far. He is, 24 saves, all 24 shots on goal. And like you said, Pennridge defense doing him a huge favor, being as good as they are as well. They are just a well-oiled machine.
Rams dish this one up, far side. Moving the puck around. Souderton send this one over. Back towards the middle of the ice. Pennridge with the interception. Embert now taking it. Looking to pass this one off. Moving in some lower lines into this game as they have a strong lead. Some players who haven't had as many minutes as others out there. Holds the puck. Ditches it back far side. In the corner. Rolls around. Getting there is Cross. Souderton's Fairweather. Picks it up. And here come the Indians. Skating through. And just bounce this one up. And into Pennridge territory. And Fairweather getting in with some contact there. Fairweather sends him down as Fairweather had the size advantage. Had the size disadvantage, but still took him down. That guy was much bigger than him.
He is fired up. That is not the last you're going to see of these two.
Oh, yeah, definitely. That was Young and Fairweather.
They're just trying to get this team going, trying to light a fire, like I said. Opportunity after opportunity, they just haven't been able to sneak one past Winton. You can get as hyped as you want. Winton is still being a machine in the net. They're just waiting.
Racing fast here. A big opportunity for Pennridge. Takes the shot and goes off the chest there of Connor Polis. And this puck finally frozen with 1:45 left to go in period number 2 of hockey here on the Rally Sports Network.
Dan, you've started to see it get pretty chippy here in this second period, especially towards the latter half. You saw Souderton lay a man out in the middle of the ice.
Wait, this was a goal?
What?
They called it as a goal. My apologies. I went to check the replay for this one. I thought the puck was frozen, but turns out it was a goal.
Goes past him. No one reacted.
I don't know how he missed that. I think it was just the body language. Pennridge wasn't as hype as they usually are for the goal. It just seemed like it was a puck frozen. We didn't see the puck go in. It looks like it was stopped. But Rush now with it. And Pennridge now with a 4-0 lead. Our mistake, though. That one goes off the post. That's number 5 on the day. See a lot of pucks go off the post.
Really, today it's been a wild day of hockey, and for Souderton, this has just been demoralizing because it's not anything. It's not more so what they have done on the ice. It's what they have, and it's what they don't have. Souderton has just been a step behind offensively. They haven't been able to penetrate Pennridge's defense, and more importantly, they have not been able to get anything close to a goal past Jacob Winton. He is in control, and they have just been a step behind in every facet of the game. That's why it's not a blowout. It's just been a methodical, just dismantling of Souderton's hockey team.
Up to the far side. Looking to move this one around. Here comes Souderton. The Rams move this one across the middle of the ice. Up and across the blue line. Looking to take a shot. This one poked away, and losing the stick there was Smith, the captain, using his hands now.
Still on the ground.
Got to go pick that up.
He's got it.
And Dachowski sends this one over to Embert. Not able to make the pass, and a shot goes on the net. Moves it around. Young with the puck. Fairweather's in front of him. Takes a shot, and this one bouncing up into the netting.
23 seconds left here in this second period, and we have just yet to see a sign of life from Souderton. That's what I've been saying. I hate to sound like a broken record, but they just need to pump some life into this team. They have looked demoralized. I know they're shorthanded, but when you're 2-2, you're lodged right in the middle of the SHSHL standing. You need a game like this, even if it is against a powerhouse like Pennridge, but they have just fallen completely flat for just about 34 minutes of hockey.
And a whistle blown. I think it's going to be a cross-checking there.
On who?
Someone's going to the box.
Is that Dachowski again? No, it's not. Never mind.
It's going to be number 95, Rush. James Rush heading to the box.
So we've now seen both.
And if I had to guess, this is going to be cross-checking.
We've seen
no.
of that dynamic duo of Pennridge see the penalty box today.
Yeah, it's going to be roughing.
Roughing, okay. So another, I believe this is the third power play for Souderton.
Yeah, no, Souderton.
You need some life. One goal can light the fire under this team.
There's been a lot of Pennridge penalties, and Souderton has not been able to capitalize on a single one of them. Time runs out 2-1-0. The horn buzzes, and that will do it for period number 2 here for Thanksgiving Eve on the Rally Sports Network. Stay tuned, though, as we got some more hockey coming up. Third period of hockey. Let's see if Souderton can bounce back. Back to play here at Hatfield Ice, and we got 17 minutes to go left on this Thanksgiving Eve. So glad to have you all here, joined in on the broadcast booth. As Rally Sports Network will be here with you all season, covering the SHSHL. Shot by Dachowski, kept out. Souderton's goalie able to keep that one out.
Souderton, like we've mentioned, just looking for a sign of life. They're on the power play, and if they can't get it here, Dan, I don't know if it's gonna come. I mean, it's just been dominated in every facet by Pennridge, and if they can't get a goal in this power play, that is. I know there's so much time left, but it feels like that'll be the nail in the coffin because there's just been nothing.
Yeah, definitely. And the shot goes away. Kept away by the Rams. And Souderton having to head back in their own zone. Icing waved off. Goalie wanted icing. Does not get it. You don't always get what you want. as the Rams let this one get away from him. Pushing and shoving around the puck, trying to keep possession of it. It's both teams. And Pennridge fished this one up and away towards Souderton's goalie, and he's going to freeze this one for a face-off.
How good has Pennridge's defense been all night long? I think he knew that they were in their zone when, in a very weird situation, Jacob Winton had to head to the locker room to get a new goalie pad on there, and then they bring in Andrew Slutsky, and he has to go out there. Never played a minute in this season, and he goes out there and absolutely, I'd say dominates, but he didn't have to see a shot. I mean, Pennridge's defense in absolute control. I mean, there's nothing that Souderton has been able to get past them. They've been setting up their goalie well, and they have just been doing anything that they have wanted.
Face-off looming here for Howard. Taking the puck now near side, moving it around, trying to get to it. Both teams keeping a hold of possession. And here comes Souderton. Trying to keep it. Dishes this one up. Far side. Sends this one over. Souderton trying to keep a hold of it. But here comes Dachowski with the puck once again. Clears this one way up, and that's going to be icing once again. Waved off.
That'll do it for the power play then.
And waved off. They wanted an icing call. They do not get it.
Surprised he didn't.
And once again, Souderton does not capitalize on a power play. Just lets it go away. But here comes Cross. Looking to take a shot. This one way off target. 14 minutes and 58 seconds left to go. Don't go anywhere here on Rivalry Night. Shaw sends it over to Fairweather. Fairweather dishes it back. And now set up to Cross. Cross passing the logo. And dishes one up past the blue line. With the puck now near side. Moving it around. Lets it loose. Here comes Embert. Embert looking to take a shot. Dishes it behind him with a pass. And this one back over to Kelly. That was off the stick of a Souderton defenseman. And this one whistle blown. And that's going to be a penalty. You can't do that.
Get the call from Larry Warner.
Yeah, I believe that was boarding.
You see the Souderton goalie talking it over with a couple members of his team over there. They're just trying to get something going. It'd obviously be a really immaculate comeback, not just because of the score, Dan, but because Souderton has looked lifeless. It would be an incredible comeback just because, like you said, looking for a sign of life. Just one goal on offense is really just don't get shut out at this point. I mean, Jacob Winton, we've talked at nauseum about how good he's been, but how can't you when he pitched a shutout through just about 37 minutes of hockey?
Yeah, definitely. Far side now is Rush. And Pennridge on the power play takes a shot. Moving it around by the blue line. This is the one up. Young. Back down near side. And move the puck around. Here comes Souderton. They clear this one and just launch it way into Pennridge territory.
Good defense by Matthew Cross in front of the net.
They keep a hold of it. Moving around. Middle of the ice. Pennridge dishes it up here to Dachowski. Goal scorer. Looking to make an opportunity. Back over to Rush. Rush keeps a hold of it. Tiptoeing against the blue line. And tries to get over to Young. Too much from the handle, and it gets past him, though. This team's going to need to regroup in the neutral zone before they can cross over again.
44 seconds left of the man advantage for Pennridge.
You got to think a team like Pennridge is going to capitalize on this man advantage. Winton now with the puck. Lets it go behind the net. I believe that's a Young back there.
I mean, Pennridge at bare minimum, they'll just take the 2 minutes of man advantage where they can really just kill those 2 minutes, take it out of the game for Souderton as they're just trying to finish this slow, methodical kill of Souderton. And it looks like there is talking to his
Whistle
17
blown and high stick.
I believe that is on Souderton again. He was talking to it. The referee not happy with the call, but couldn't quite see it from this angle, but it is going to get called, I believe, on Souderton, and it is. So,
Yeah, it's going to be another Souderton power play.
16 seconds of a 5-on-3, and then another minute 44 of a regular power play. And at bare minimum, even if Pennridge doesn't score, this is 4 minutes of a man down for Souderton as they try to claw back into this one. I say back into this one, it never.
Shaw takes a shot. This one bouncing up in front of the net and just stopped. Puck now moving across. In front is Garber. Garber in the corner. Moving the puck around. Dishes this one out. Power play now over. Shaw with the puck. Far side. This one back over to Gunning. Gunning crossing the blue line. Only one defender in front of him. It's Nicholas Smith. And Embert goes to take the shot. This one stopped in traffic. Good poke check there by Cross to keep it away.
Souderton trying to kill the rest of this man advantage for Pennridge. The 5-on-3 ended, but they've still got a minute and 8 seconds left of a regular 5-on-4 power play. Souderton just trying to... I mean, at this point, just don't get shut out. I mean, you have been absolutely dominated in every facet of the game so far. Don't get shut out. It's at this point a pride thing, especially in these rivalry games, Dan.
Yeah, no, 100%. And time is not in favor of Souderton. 4-0. Pennridge trying to complete the shutout. This would be big for them this season.
It'll be Winton's second. He got his first against Council Rock North.
This is one up far side. Rams with it. Moving this one past the blue line. In the middle of the ice. Souderton kicks this one up. Near side. Moving this one across. Playing it is Dachowski. Past the blue line. Looking to shoot. Fires. Just out of the way. Takes a shot. Middle of the ice. Rush trying to play that one.
10 seconds left of the man advantage for Pennridge.
Puck is near side. Looking to dish this one up. And off the crossbar and bouncing up and into the air. Off the netting.
And a good job by Souderton to kill the power play. We're back to our regular 5-on-5. But 10 minutes left. Definitely plenty of time. But you got to hold out some faith. But they have just been stymied by Jacob Winton today. And it's going to be a long road to getting one against him. I mean, he is just in control. I mean, by far the best performance in the net we've seen all day here on the Thanksgiving Eve tripleheader.
Pressing him up against the boards there was Howard. And getting away with it here are the Rams. Now in front, sends a shot. Goes off the padding there of the captain. Near side, scrum for the puck ensues. Both teams trying to get away with it, and Souderton does. Smith dishes this one out and up towards Pennridge goalie, Jacob Winton.
And we mentioned in the first period, Dan, how the shots on goal were relatively even. Just Pennridge have been able to just capitalize more often. Well, it is, especially in that second period, it has swayed way in favor of Pennridge. It is 39 shots on goal for Pennridge to 27 for Souderton. Still a healthy amount for Souderton, but Jacob Winton 27 for 27 on saves tonight. What a performance it has been.
Yeah, puck now far side. With it is Young. Young sends us off the skate there of Cross, and picking it up there is number 73, Tequino. Skating through, Stoop. Tries to get a pass off. Doesn't go anywhere. And Bishop tries to take a shot. Quick one at that, but does not work. Tequino picking it up. Young calling for a pass. Tequino keeps it himself and sends this one up the near side into the stick of Bishop. Bishop not able to wrangle it. Souderton with the puck. Clear it up and around. Near side. Stoop trying to poke the puck away. And Kelly lets this one go up towards the far side. Moving across the middle. Souderton trying to do anything not to get shut out at this point. And shoved around. Both teams come to a halt.
Some encouraging music for Souderton. Don't worry. Everything is going to be all right. Even you know they're a talented team. You know they've got players coming back as the season progresses. But it has just been a rough night. A very, hyped around rivalry game. Souderton versus Pennridge, two very good teams. But it has just been a tale of two different classes of team here, hasn't it been, Dan?
Yeah, no, 100%. It is definitely hot meets cold, light meets dark. It is just two opposites right now. Both teams each having their own set of differences here. One has been incredible on scoring opportunities. The other has not.
I mean,
and it's as simple as that.
Pretty much that sums it up, yeah. Going to be some deep soul-searching for Pennridge after this game. You understand that, you're short-handed at some bits, but you can't make that an excuse. You're a small roster as is, and you're not going to have all your players every single game of the season, and you just can't be a team that is that shallow in terms of depth, especially when you're up against a team like Pennridge, who is the exact opposite.
Here's the thing with this game, and everybody can play Monday morning quarterback and critique what they've done wrong. But if this team were to capitalize on things like power plays, even just a few of the power plays, then they would still be in this game.
Exactly.
You got to capitalize on the power plays, especially when you had so many in this game. You had the opportunity of being on a power play and having a rookie goalie in the net, and they couldn't get a single shot off.
A 5-on-3 as well.
That's just something that's got to change if Souderton wants to continue playing at a high level this season, or if they want to stay in the middle of the pack.
I mean, like we've said all night, you can't measure momentum, but you can feel it. And you can't feel anything for Souderton. It has just been every bounce, be it self-inflicted or not, has just not gone their way all night long.
Yeah, like I said, everybody can throw critiques and be a money on a cornerback, but there has been zero momentum for this team.
Just never came, every team, 4 teams prior to this, has, they had those signs of life. CB West and CB East, they were tied for most of that game. Obviously, that incredible game between North Penn and CB South, you just never felt it with Souderton. They just came in flat. They played flat.
Yeah, we saw 2 incredible games to recap around the SHSHL. Ethan, would you like to recap?
Absolutely. We started it is a Souderton power play once again here. But we had 2 incredible games to open the season. We had North Penn versus CB South. If you haven't seen it, you can check the replay on our TikTok and Instagram. It was a fantastic back-and-forth game, but at the end of it, CB South managed to come back from a 3-1 deficit, went at 6-5 in overtime in a thriller, and then it was a battle of East versus West. CB West and CB East managed to keep it close for 2 periods, but East managed to pull away in the 3rd period and pull off a strong 6-2 win, as we are now in the final stages of the 3rd of our 3 games in the triple header. It has been a great night of hockey, Dan.
Rush with the puck. Tried to move it to the middle of the ice. He couldn't get a shot off. Not enough time to. And as we hit the 7-minute mark, there are 7 minutes to go here in this 3rd period of hockey, as Pennridge trying to close out this power play. Souderton on a power play right now. In the box is number 21, Justin Dinsmore.
I mean, Dan, it's so uncharacteristic of Souderton to be this flat on the power play. I mean, we mentioned it before the game. Cameron Fairweather is tied for 2nd in the league in power play goals. That was something I was really looking forward to seeing. I thought that was going to play a big role in this game, but that has just not even shown up a little bit in this game. I mean, Power plays were frankly the opposite of what I expected Souderton's problems to be, and it has just been a rough night. Strengths becoming weaknesses.
Yeah, definitely puck far side here. That's Fairweather trying to make a play on it, but getting away with it is Howard. A race to the puck, both teams scrambling, trying to get back there. Now moving the puck methodically is Souderton. They got 34 seconds to work with, but if they keep letting up the puck like this, it won't work. Young trying to get away with it. And some tempers flaring between Young and number 21, Caden O'Neill.
Believe we saw those earlier. Could be different people. Obviously, rivalry week.
Yeah, we've seen. They've been notable characters in getting their tempers flaring. Young with the puck from the corner takes a shot. Moving the puck around the far side, rolls up and into the middle of the ice. Rams send this one their side. Moving around with it, some clean skating, Nicholas Smith, but to no avail. Now he gets the interception, keeps a hold of it. Some great Thanksgiving Eve hockey here on the Rally Sports Network.
Great to be back as well.
Definitely. It has been a while. I'm glad to be back in this booth.
It was great. Year in the making. And it feels like Pennridge at this point almost just bleeding the clock. Well, playing college football 25, you got to chew clock just trying to end this game. So they know they're winning this one. They've been in control the whole time. They're just trying to kill this clock. They have 30 saves. 30 goals will be insane. 30 saves now for Jacob Winton. What a night it has been. And I think this game was over, like we mentioned. You had Andrew Slutsky, who has not recorded a minute on the stat sheet so far in this season. You had him have to come in due to a really weird situation involving Jacob Winton and his pads. But you had to have him go to the locker room for a little bit. Ends up not even getting a single shot on the rookie. That was kind of the moment where, you look around and you realize maybe this is going to be a longer night for Souderton than we had originally thought.
And the Pennridge Rams have been nothing if not dominant this game. Moving the puck around. Here comes Shaw. Sends a shot off, and it's in the back of the net. He scores! Wow. And another one to add onto the board as they keep chipping away and chipping away. This is a blowout.
I mean, the body language on Souderton says it all. Looks like they're heading to the backup goalie. That would be number 2, I believe. Alexander Archer. He has also not recorded a minute in this season. So it'll be interesting to see how he fares against the Pennridge Rams. But the body language, like I said, it says it all. They're stymied. They don't know how to beat this Pennridge team. They don't know how to score on them. They don't know how to get past them on defense. They don't know what they walked into. Just no idea what happened.
Yeah, backup goalie in there now. And it's this time where you're going to want to get your JV guys some time on the ice, learn how to play varsity hockey. But to be honest with you, Souderton doesn't really have that many players. I mean, you can't look at it as Souderton doesn't have the skill. It's more of Souderton doesn't have the roster.
Exactly. Not only the body language.
Another shot into the back of the net. He scores. The Rams take a 6-0. Wasn't it just 6-0?
It's 6.
It's 6?
6.
6-0. 6-0 lead. And the Rams are running away with it.
I mean, Dan, I think the biggest difference is we have once again talked ad nauseum how good Pennridge's defense has been. Not only their defenseman, but also Jacob Winton. He's had a fantastic night. 44 shots on goal for the Pennridge Rams. If they wanted to, they could run this up to 50. I mean, it has just been relentless. The goalie never getting a chance to breathe.
Yeah, as
they are.
As I was saying, to play advocate here for Souderton, it's not really entirely their fault for this loss. You're playing a team that's incredible. This was a team that won the state championship last year, and you got to also think that you are a team with 10 skaters on your roster. You're going to get tired at a certain point. They kept it pretty close as the early game went on, but as your energy goes down, you're going to get tired, especially with that little players on the ice, skaters on the ice.
Yeah, they knew this. They knew this going into the game. And like I said, this isn't a bad loss to take. This is something, but I think what they were looking for is even early in the game, you just never saw life out of Souderton. You never saw a spark, nothing. Obviously, never cracked the scoreboard. Just absolutely nothing. I mean, like you said, you look at the body language. Not only do they look tired, but they look, like I mentioned earlier, they are stymied. They don't know how to get past this Pennridge team. And you also got to think about it, Dan. This is going to be the rest of their season. They're not going to magically find 5 skaters. I mean, even if it is some, maybe they'll get a JV guy to step up and have some quality minutes for this team. But this is going to be the team for the season, even if you didn't have Maxwell Ryan tonight. And you've got to find a way to survive, especially in such a stacked league like the SHSHL.
Near side now is the puck. Both teams fighting for it. 3 minutes, 20 seconds left to go. This one is coming to an end very quickly. Both teams fighting around for possession of the puck. And takes a shot here up and into the netting. 3 minutes, 7 seconds to go.
You were just hoping they'd be able to fare better, even if shorthanded. But Pennridge, they have got to feel great about themselves. They had one loss to CV South that we saw play earlier. Bit of a, flip on the radar, very interesting game that they lost there to a very good team. Obviously, they're looking to run it back here in the Flyers Cup, and they're looking to finally take the SHSHL Cup if they lost to South. But it has just been dominant, so this is going to get that team morale high as you enter this stretch of the season where you're trying to promote yourselves as the best team in the league, as it seems like it's them, CB South, and Council Rock South, as maybe you could say the 3 best teams in the league so far.
Poke check, Souderton now coming up through the near side, but the Rams once again gain possession. Here comes Kelly. He's trying to find his man, Dachowski, but got met with a collision by Smith, the captain.
I think the biggest thing we've seen out of Pennridge tonight is it hasn't really even been Dachowski and James Rush, even though they've had good nights. It's been everyone. This is an incredibly well-rounded team.
Yeah, and as you saw Smith getting on the benches there, you could see they were trying to find somebody to get on the ice, and the whistle blows. Injured player on the ice, and we'll step away for a minute here on the Rally Sports Network, and we're going to take a break, and we're going to send this to a break. Be back in just a minute. Puck dropped and into the corner. Young takes a shot. Bounce off the pads there. The right pad of Souderton's goalie. Young ditches this one up. Puck now crossing the blue line. Looking. Getting ready to get a shot off. Does not connect. And here comes Souderton. Fairweather crossing the blue line. Looking to find a shot. And moves towards the middle. But nothing there, and nothing to capitalize on.
You have to imagine Fairweather will be frustrated with the
Bishop with some nasty skating.
Oh my God.
And that one is a goal. That was clean.
God.
There's no doing it better than that. Big smile on his face, and rightfully so. That was some clean skating.
You got to just feel bad at that point for the rookie goalie. I mean, that is just...
Skated past the defense, then juked out the goalie. That was clean as it gets.
Flashbacks of Chris Sarver last year he had some crazy highlight reel goals.
We'll be seeing him this season when we do some Pennsbury hockey.
That is just incredible. Like we mentioned, this Pennridge team, just up and down, full of absolute studs, and that is what propelled them last year. Obviously, they're one of the few teams in the league, in the state, that has just that level of talent, not just on your front line, on all of your guys. Anyone at any point can make a play, and it obviously helps when you've got a stud in the net like Jacob Winton.
Face-off coming, 1 minute and 30 seconds left to go. This game refuses to end. Third period of hockey. Shot goes off, and this one almost tipped in. If that had a little bit more power on it, that was a tip in.
Finally, something goes Souderton way.
And this one is blown for a whistle. We'll get a face-off and another face-off. Rest of the broadcast crew dancing. I don't think I know this song.
What is that?
I think I know the song. Okay.
If you don't know this song, we have to have a serious conversation.
Cannot play this song on air. Copyrighted. Cannot get this channel taken down.
Flashbacks to the TikTok almost getting banned.
Yeah, that was time. That was time. Puck set up now into Souderton territory. 1 minute to go. And Thanksgiving Eve getting ready to get to a close. Here from Hatfield Ice. Pennridge holding on to this one. They're probably going to get one final rush, but now back into the hands of Souderton is Smith's going to try to keep a hold of it. Now on the far side is Fairweather skating around. Dishes off a few passes. They're moving the puck around pretty well, but this one intercepted by Pennridge with 30 seconds to go. Howard with the puck near side. Looks to make a pass. This one just sent towards the Souderton defenseman, and here comes Bishop. He had the goal just a few minutes ago. And it's a 7-0 ball game. Souderton looking to end this one. Looking to end the shutout. I don't think they have any hopes of coming back in this one. It's 10 seconds to go. Souderton trying to end the shutout. They put this puck in the middle of the ice. This one might have gotten back in the net. It stays out. Just stayed out. And with 1 second to go, this one is over.
I mean, that is just
7-0. And Pennridge wins it here at Thanksgiving Eve. And what a win it was. A statement win. A 7-0 shutout on rivalry night.
I mean, Dan, as if one play was more indicative of how this whole game has gone, the JV guys for Souderton, who we'll probably see a lot of with such a small roster, they create a great opportunity on the best goalie in the league, and just some absolute shenanigans happen up close to the net. They can't get it in. And just a devastating shutout. They fall to 2-3 on the season. As like you said, we're in this midseason stretch where the good start to separate themselves from the bad, and we know Souderton has the talent, but they just need to start winning these games, and we know they were shorthanded, but this one stings.
Yeah, that does it for us here. And what a Thanksgiving Eve it's been. A rivalry night. It is a game I always look forward to when we start calling hockey again. This entire evening, it's been incredible. We had the amazing overtime win. We had the East versus West showdown. And now we finish off the night with Pennridge versus Souderton. Now, make sure you hit the subscribe button and stay tuned. You can check out our social medias, Rally Sports Network on X, formerly Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok, where you can get the updates of what games we're covering. Find out if Rally Sports Network is covering your team. And for one final time here from Hatfield Ice, from all of us here at Rally Sports Network, we'd like to thank you for tuning into our broadcast, and we wish you all a happy Thanksgiving and a happy holidays. We'll be seeing you real soon here from Hatfield Ice. I'd like to thank our broadcast crew, Jaden Brutal on camera, doing a fantastic job here at his first broadcast, and Ethan Whitney on color, fantastic as always, and video engineering. He is a amazing intern to have. And
at 1 year.
And lastly, to credit myself, of course, play-by-play, Daniel McDevitt saying so long from Hatfield Ice.